Hello everyone, it's Cara. Welcome back to the Rambatina channel. I hope you're all doing well and welcome to a new weekly vlog. So we're starting this on a Thursday, which is a bit weird. Usually I start these on Monday, but hopefully we can get enough footage from Thursday to Sunday for this weekly vlog. We're going to be focusing on knitting, and first of all I have finished a project. This is the knitted scarf I was working on with the Caron Simply Soft, and I will have the yarns linked in the description box below, and anything you see in my videos I will have links in my description, so please do check that out. Yeah, so I showed this scarf in my January updates video when I was still working on it, but now it is all complete and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think I had just a little bit of yarn left over of one of the colours, so I've used it in my next project, which I'm going to show you now. And you can see a sneak peek of it in the corner there. So I did talk about this in my TikTok live streams, and I think I mentioned it in the last video. I've been talking about it quite a lot because I've been so excited about starting this project. Basically, I wanted to make a new blanket after I finished the mood blanket, so this is now going to be my ongoing 2022 project. I just basically want to make a massive blanket again, and so the idea was to use really chunky needles, so these 12mm knitting needles with 5 strands of yarn. I did a lot of swatching. Oh my goodness, I spent like a whole evening and stayed up until like 3 in the morning swatching this because I just really wanted to perfect it. But in the end I chose 4 strands of yarn because it felt so much more comfortable with the way I knit. I prefer a looser tension. So 4 colours is what I decided on, and I'm really happy with that because it's not 5 strands. You know, I have to only think about 4 different colours, and as you can see I have been gradually changing the colours. So maybe I can show you on the other side because then you can kind of see the little tail ends, but every now and again I will just snip my yarn and join a new colour on and then just keep on changing it. It's very random. I am really loving it. It looks so cool. I initially tried out casting on 180 stitches, which is how big I want the blanket to be, but it was so overwhelming, and it was just going to take me such a long time doing it that way. So while I was doing that I was kind of thinking, is there another way around this? So I've decided to make it a patchwork knitted blanket. So basically I have cast on 30 stitches, which is way more manageable, and we're gonna have 6 of these to make 180. So I'm gonna sew up these together at the end, and I was thinking of doing like squares of colours. So this first square I'm working on right now is all like blues and teals, and then like a hint of with a hint of green and a hint of purple, but overall the square looks blue, or like a turquoisey tealy blue. So I'm obsessed with how this is coming out. It looks so cool. And so yeah, I was thinking I'll do squares of colours, so it'll be like a patchwork knitted blanket. And then I realised, but I won't need to cast off when this gets to a square. I will just continue on, but with completely new colours. Not sure if I'm going to do this blanket completely multicolour, like all the colours in the rainbow just yet. I kind of am leaning towards just using blues, purples and greens, and maybe some white and grey in the blanket to make it a very like cool toned colour blanket. But we'll just see how it goes. I'm going to continuously vlog this blanket, of course, because I'm so in love and I can't wait to show you guys like how it's looking. So yeah, once I get to a square, with these colours, then we'll move on to a complete new colour palette so it looks like a separate square. I hope that makes sense, but yeah, I'll show you as we go along. I measured it, it's 15 inches I believe. Yeah, 15 inches. So yeah, I'll just keep going until it's 15 inches. In my head, the logic is if I've got 30 stitches, then surely it should be 30 rows, but that might not be the case. I imagine this project is going to end up being 6 long panels, and then I will stitch them together to make a big patchwork blanket. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna work on this today, I think, because I want to get this first square done. And I might do it on TikTok Live, I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, super exciting. Let me know what you guys think of this project. I am so excited about this. It's unbelievable. It's just so much fun, like figuring out where all these colours are gonna go, and yeah, it's just so much fun. Okay, so I have worked out I need 42 rows to make it a square 15 by 15 inches. I need to do just one more row for this blue / ocean inspired square, then we'll move on to the next square with 4 new colours. I'm thinking of doing a light green square with bits of white, grey, and maybe some pale yellow. So yeah, I'm going to work on this today and show you how it's working up and what colours I end up using. So let's get knitting. Whoop. Okay, so I've decided on these 4 colours to start off with, so it's going a bit more green than light green. We're gonna just mix all the greens, I think. So I've got like 2 light greens, like a minty green, and then 2 like medium toned greens, and that's what they kind of look like held together. Ugh, it's hard to see. So yeah, we'll try that out, and then I've picked up some more colours to kind of throw in later on. So this like bright yellowy green, this green tea colour, the bright green that I used in the blue one as well. I just want to add like these just tiny little bits of it in, and then I also grabbed some other bits as well. These are like scrap yarn, well these are this kind of tealy green that will tie into the blue, and then some more of that. This is scrap yarn of an old Aldi yarn, which is like perfect green for this. Kind of wish I had more of that, but that is all gone, I'm pretty sure. Want to put a little bit of white in it, bit of blue. This is actually that aqua over there, so that'll be nice. And then some yellow I think would look really nice, and then some grey. So yeah, let's start that. Yeah, so I have never joined a new colour to the end of a row before, so this is my first time doing this, so let's see how this goes. Oh, I forgot to take the label off that one. Yeah, I'm following this YouTube video where you kind of just cut the yarn and then leave a long tail, and then just start knitting with the new colour. So let's try that. Okay, so if I want to start purling with a new colour, how do we do this? Do we just drop this? Oh, I almost did that wrong. Oh, I wonder how many times I've done that. No, I don't know, because I haven't noticed that before. So then we leave a long tail like that, and then do we just do it? Oh, okay, no, I need to watch a video on how to purl with a new colour, because that, I don't know how this works. Okay, I don't want to leave a tail too long. Let's see, maybe like there. And then, okay, so you make a loop, hook it on, and just, oh, it doesn't feel right, does not feel right. I made that really, really big. Okay, wait. Let me hold. How do I hold my yarn? Okay, let me do this. Keep that there. Then do that. It's tricky because I continental knit, so doing it, I don't know if that needs to, I guess it, no, let me do it the other way. Okay, let's do it like that. And then like that. We need to move that out of the way. And then where is the... Oh, that does not look... Does that look right? That does not look right. I think it is, yeah. Well, that felt weird. Yeah. Okay. Let's do a few more and then I'm gonna cut my blue yarn. I haven't done that yet. But I think that was actually a good idea because now I can get the tail ends to be the same size. Not that that matters, but just so it's nice and neat. And I guess I can tie those together. I think I'll just like loosely knot these, just like that for now. Hello. I am such a perfectionist. I really love how this square turned out, right? But I am redoing it and I'll show you after this clip. I have redone the square because I love how this looks, but there is just there's obvious like stripes. You see what I mean? There's like this section and then the purple, green, and then the really cool toned blues, and then it goes back to like the colour at the bottom, and then this bit's a bit more teal colour. And I want the overall square to look teal, but like, yeah, especially when I take it back, you can really see it's very stripy. I think I did, well no, I know I put too many colours in this and I really don't like, yeah, I just kept looking at it and I was like, I'm not sure about this. And I kept looking at this middle section like it stands out so much, and yeah, I just know I put too many colours in it and I know I wanted to just keep it more simple and just stick to one type of blue because yeah, this is too many different types of blue. I wanted it all to be teal, but I ended up putting so much like cool toned blue, like purpley blue in it. I'm going crazy. Okay, so I joined that green bit on and then I just like undid it and then just put these little stoppers on it. Just so I don't have to frog this just yet, because I still think this looks cool, but just not for this blanket. It's just not the vision I had in my head. So yeah, I don't want to frog this yet because it's cool. So maybe we'll use this for another project down the line. But yeah, it's a learning experience. You just have to try things out, and this is not the vision I had for this blanket, but it's fine because now I have a clear idea of what I'm doing, and I've written some notes and everything, and I have even sorted out my shelf. This one here. I've grouped the colours together so I know what I'm doing, and I will show that in detail as well. But let's show you the new blanket. This, bye-bye. Okay, so I just plugged in my microphone. Sorry, that last clip, I completely forgot to plug my mic, but it's fine. Hopefully I can edit it so you can hear me clearly. But here we go. This is the start of the new blanket. As you can see, I have grabbed all of my medium to dark teal colours. So the idea is, well, this is like technically the exact same colour as that, so I'm counting that as one. So what I've done is grouped my yarn together, and again I will show you what it looks like on my shelf. I've grouped together the colours that go well together, and this is like it's more like 5 to 7 colours are like the main colours. And then I've got some accent colours that I'll show in a bit. So yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but this one's like running out. This has got like a tiny bit left. 6 main colours for this square, so the majority of the square will be these colours, and I think that makes so much more sense, and it is looking so much better. And where I throw in a different colour is going to be a bit more spread out. It's not going to be so frequent. That's what I was doing with the other one. I was changing up the colour like so often. It was getting a bit too wild and there were so many loose ends. So this time I'm going to tone it down. I've grabbed some extra colours, some accent colours to go with this as well, just to make it a bit more fun. So I've got like one tiny scrap of a cool toned blue, like more of a purpley blue, and then this is another teal colour, but this I've got another group of colours that are like the lighter teal colours, like aqua, so I've got a bit of that. I think that'll look nice. Well, this is medium anyway, this is like the dark colour of the other group, so yeah, to kind of like tie it into that one. We have some of this light aqua here, but as you can see, like when it's with all these colours, it's really, really subtle. Like on its own, it looks really bright and really blue, but with it, it just looks really, really nice. So that's interesting. Like that looks, on its own, it looks like a complete different colour to what it looks like there. And that was a tiny scrap, really, really short. It doesn't even finish the whole row, so I really like that look. And then some bright green as well, because I think that would look really cool just as a little accent. So yeah, that's the plan now. I'm so much happier with it. Yeah, let me know what you think. I think overall the square is just going to look so much better. It's going to have more unison, if that makes sense. It won't look too crazy, too wild. So yeah, the colours that are joined on it right now are these 4, and then I'll gradually throw in these other colours in, but I don't want it to look stripy, so I'm gonna have to somehow do that. I guess we will just swap out these colours one at a time instead of like 2 at the same time, 3 at the same time, just one at a time. Yeah, cool. Okay, so here's a better look at the shelf all reorganized. It's just this blue and green shelf. I haven't touched the other ones too much. So yeah, it kind of stands out because these are all going vertical, the colors, and then this one's going horizontal, so I know it's like better for my eyes to see. So yeah, we are going to be using a bit of purple in the blanket as well, but I don't have too much of that, and it's not in the same shelf as the greens and blues, so that's fine, that can just stay up there. But here I've got all the cool toned blues at the bottom, and then we've got like the light teals as the second row, then we've got some greens, and then the light greens just there. Sorry, my hand keeps going in and out of focus. And then I've got some extra greens and extra blues that are going to be the accent colours because they're a bit too bright. So yeah, that is the plan. I think after this dark teal square we will do the light greens because I really wanted to do that in the first one, so I want to just keep that going, and I think that makes sense to go dark then light then dark then light, so it really stands out. But yeah, that's how it's looking. Okay, so I have completed the very first square with 42 rows, but obviously when I move on to the next colour it's going to look like 43 rows because of that one on the still on the needles. Yeah, is that how knitting works? I don't know, but I figured out last time when I did 42 rows of knitting it actually ended up looking like 43 rows in that colour because of that, yeah, like the one that's on the needles. I don't know. But yeah, I'm super happy with how this turned out. I think if I'm being super picky, I think I would have picked a darker aqua colour because it is quite light, even though it doesn't look that light on like as a ball on its own. When you mix it with these dark teal colours it does really stand out, but I like it. And I also realised that keeping 3 of the yarns the exact same throughout the whole square will give it that continuity and won't look so stripy. Like it does kind of look a little bit stripy here. I went into like the dark blues and one of the teal colours is slightly less green than the others, but no, this is so much better than what we had before. It does look like one colour, well, sort of. Yeah, this is definitely the vibe I was going for. I'm super happy with it, and now we get to move on to another colour, but it is late now, so I will probably do that maybe not tomorrow because I've got other things to be doing tomorrow, so maybe next week we will do the next colour. But yeah, super pleased with how this is coming out. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. So yeah, note to myself, I'm actually going to write that down. Keep 3 of the colours the same, and then just one of the strands I just not constantly, but sometimes change to a different colour to add in a little bit of spice. Because yeah, when you hold more than one strand of colour, not all, for example, like not all 4 colours will show. Some strands are hiding, so some colours pop out more than the others and that sort of thing. So like for example, this bit is very dark blue, even though I'm still holding the same strands as over here, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. Right. So last week I started drawing these illustrations on my iPad. I'm using the app Procreate, and for a really long time I've wanted to try out this really cutesy and simple style where you have these cute characters in like little scenarios, and I thought it would be a perfect idea for a calendar. So I'm going to make one for 2023, and each month I'll draw that month's calendar page for next year. So we've got January's one already done. I did this like cute snowy scene with the snowman and like little penguins, and then the little calendar layout, which I think is really adorable. Let's go into the first drawing that I did. So I modified a brush in Procreate, the dry ink brush, so that the line width doesn't change at all. It gives it a really clean and simple look, but at the same time it has some nice texture, kind of like a crayon. And I made the brush size of the pen quite big too, which I think works really well with this style. Yeah, and I could definitely print these to be colouring pages. So if I take away the colour layer and just do the outline layer, like I could even print calendar pages where you get to colour in yourself. I think that'd be really cool. So yeah, this is the first one I did, this little teddy bear with this orange tree, and I made it so it's a iPhone wallpaper. So what I did is screenshotted my wallpaper and put it underneath the layer so I could see where the time and the date is, and like the little torch and the camera symbol at the bottom, so I wouldn't do any illustrations over the time, the date, and then just being mindful of where those little icons go as well, and made it the correct dimensions and everything. So yeah, I think it turned out really cute. I made the line work, like the outline, like this medium brown. It's like not super dark, which I think makes it look really sweet. And then I went for like this pastel colour palette, so it just looks really cute. And at the beginning I was like colouring in each of these separate sections, but later on I figured there is a much easier way around that, and yeah, I'll probably do some drawing in this video or in a later vlog, so you can see my technique there. Super easy. I literally just fill in the shapes with colour, but I would just make sure to have two separate layers. So I've got an outline layer that just stays empty, and then a second one to colour in. I think I can, yeah, I mean I showed it in the calendar one, but I can show that again. Then I did this one, the same with the, oh, I deleted the layer, but I left a space for the time on my phone. And this is inspired by my little Sylvanian family little figurines. Here we go, the little bunny. So yeah, I use those as references, which is great. So yeah, a little bunny and like a squirrel fox thing in a cute little lounge. And then I wanted to do like a snowy scene, so I drew a teddy bear with a snowman. And then yeah, I wanted a lock screen for my, or wallpaper for my iPad, so I just made like a larger version of the teddy bear with the orange tree, and did extra fruits, and like these little strawberries are really cute. I made the line work a dark brown on this one. I don't know, I just felt like it needed to be a bit more contrasty for some reason. But yeah, really happy with how that came out. And then yeah, then I did the calendar, and I can show you again. So I would do the outline first, and then duplicate my layer, and then colour on that layer, and literally just fill in the spaces. Like, let's just, is my pen working? Let's just make this penguin green or something. Like, oh no, not like that. That's filling in the whole layer. Let's do threshold. So like literally so easy. And then I had the little penguins in that one, so I really wanted a penguin wallpaper, so I literally just moved things around and redrew it for little wallpaper with my little penguins. So yeah, planning to do one each month, and now, you know, tomorrow is the last day of February, so I really need to do the February's calendar, so I'm going to start on that today. I think I'll do the calendar bit today definitely, and then start drawing the little scenery. I had an idea to do like a rainy scene with the teddy bear with some rain boots, like splashing in a puddle or something, and then you're looking through a window and there's like a cat sitting on the windowsill. That's the idea. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that today. Just finished sketching up the design off camera, and I really wish I filmed some of me drawing it, but it took me ages because I didn't know what I wanted to have in the background. I wanted it to look like a garden, and I was so indecisive. I really wasn't sure what I was going to put in there, like maybe a greenhouse, a shed, but I thought I'd keep it pretty simple and just put like a fence there so it looks like a garden. Yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out, and now I'm just going to redraw it so I can have it all on one layer and I can make all the lines perfect. But yeah, so I can film some of that, and then we will just need to colour it and it'll be done. Okay, it's all finished now. I've got my colour version and my outline version, if I want to print it out like a colouring book. Yeah, so something I have started doing because I'm doing these colourful outlines is when I'm colouring, I will just use my palette how it is and just put the colours where I need them to be, and then I will put a layer of the outline colour, a brand new layer, and then turn down the opacity. I think I had it on 15, and then I can colour pick the colours here and just on certain things, like especially the browns, and I think I did it with the sky as well, just so the colours marry together a bit better, and yeah, look more cohesive. So that's a nice little tip for anyone trying to get your colour palette to look more together. Yeah, I might tweak this later on. I'm not too sure about the colours on this one. Let me know what you think. It is very dark compared to the January one, which is what I wanted. There's a lot of white in the January because of the snow, and I wanted this to be like a light scene, and the line work is a lot lighter. This, even though I did do this, so I grabbed this colour and then I just moved it around on the disc, on like the wheel. I just moved it down to like there, and then it'd be cool to like use all these colours for the months. But yeah, I don't know, I like it, but I'm not too sure about the colours. But it's fine because we can come back to it and change it up if we need to. So yeah, I have finished that illustration before February ended, which is what I wanted to do. Last night I also turned this illustration into an iPhone wallpaper. I had to kind of move everything around a bit to fit it into this ratio, and this is what it looks like on my phone. I really like how the time and the date fits in that little space there. I think it looks really cute. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!